All right, I think we're just about ready to start. Check the last few things. All my streams seem to be up and running. Oh, no, there's still one more thing that I'm very excited about. Let's get this up and running as well. There we go, that should be it. Let's make sure. Let's check. If it's actually, yep, it's working. All right. Alright, so there we go. So let's me go ahead and switch over to this view right here. Actually, whoops, what am I doing? Let's open it to Unity. There we go. Alright, Cat, you're just gonna have to move just a little bit so I can, so that way I can just get this. Oh. Let's see here. I'm just gonna go ahead and move this up just a smidgen real quick. Perfect. Alright, now let's go ahead and turn that music down a little bit. Well, actually, let's go ahead and just turn it off. Alright, there we go. Hello, and if if there's anybody there, which not quite yet, probably just me as watching chat. But if you're watching this on a VOD, hello, I hope you're doing good as well today. Um, Today I found a very interesting stream. Uh, I let's see here. Just saw him. Really cool guy. His name's Aquana. He plays Mario in a Thousand Year Door. Rand item randomizer, which is just basically pure RNG, and along with a also a majority of skill thinking and planning ahead or adapting to the situation. That's the game, but that's not what caught my eye. It's something that he has on his channel, which said that he didn't code himself. He had some help him, which that's cool. But basically, what it is that it was in the chat you would type Poke Radar, and then it would say, "Oh, you've encountered a Pokemon. What do you want to do? Fight it, throw a Pokeball at it." And he also had this on the bottom of the screen right here. He had these stream avatars. So what happens was if you caught the Pokemon, you would actually unlock its avatar for the the game. So they would get rewarded that avatar, and they would be able to become the Pokemon that they captured. Really cool. You gain experience by watching. You gain experience by fighting the Pokemon. Uh, and you can encounter legendaries. So yeah, it was really cool. So that's why it made me really want to be able to make something similar to it, and perhaps even make something a little bit better. Um, so that's what I'm going to spend today. Learning something new. I've went ahead and looked up a few things about, a guide to get started with when it comes to working with Twitch's API. I also found that it's also going to be, I'm going to be able to stay in my comfort zone in a way with Unity, so I'm very excited for that as well. Uh, so yeah, let's get out into it. So we're gonna go ahead. This is gonna be a bit different stream because it's gonna be me just learning, um, and learning as I go. So if anything, we might be able to turn on some music. I'm not sure. We'll see how we feel if it bothers anybody, but that's just me. So we'll just get started. Okay. So I've already started a little bit, started reading this a little bit, but then decided I wanted to stream it. And I'm to the part where I had to just change a little bit of here. I had to go to configurations and change the scripting runtime version from 3.5 equivalent to 4.x equivalent. Listed as experimental in older versions of Unity. The reason for this is because the library using a SwitchLib uses C# code that's only available in 4.1. And so I already went ahead and made the necessary changes for that. Um, so yeah, that's what I got so far. So let's go ahead and continue on. Let's go ahead and close this out. Getting a hold of twitch.lib.ud. So twitch.lib is a C# library to help you integrate with the Twitch API and control your bot. There is a variant of this in the library specifically made for Unity. This is mostly similar, but the code had been modified to work asynchronous uh, asynchronous nature of Unity application running. Keep in mind, therefore, that we will be using a library known as Twitch library.unity. The vanilla Twitch lib documentation can still be useful to look things up, however. Okay, so this is what I have right here. So, um, and this is where, it's not where I got it from. I believe I had a file, a link to the Git. So we're gonna go ahead and let me do a few things here. One, I'm gonna move this to my other screen right here, so that way just get it out of the way. The next, I'm going to see if I can find what I had over here before I start streaming. I think it was, yeah, right here. Here it is. So I feel like, oh, I see. It was, I got confused here, and it's the same link. It was just for the data page. Whoopsie. Okay. And we got all this great looking stuff. So we got this right here. All right, you can find the most recent version here. So this is the releases. We're going to need the releases for sure. Let's see. I can go ahead and close out of this. And last but not least, I think I can go ahead. I want to close out of this, but I can't. Shouldn't. Yeah. Anyway. The next part I'm gonna need is the releases. Here it is, right here. 1.1. When was this last updated? June 17th. So it's not too long ago. A few months ago. Hopefully this is all still here. Twitch Unity.zip. I don't know if I need the DLL, but we're gonna go ahead and download it. Give me a second here. While I go ahead and create new folders. Save. There we go. Alright, this will give you a chance to download all the source code as a zip, but realistically all we need is a DLL. Oh, we'll go ahead and just download the DLL too. We could just do let's take both. Why not? You can think of it as a single file that has all the code bundled into it. So you can make many different C# files and bundle together into a single file to make it easier for people to use it. All we need to do is to drop the DLL into our project, and it should give us access to use the functions/code within the Twitch Unity library. Let's see here. Ooh, my glasses are really dirty. Let's go ahead and clean this up. I'll go ahead and clean this up so I can read this better. Okay, so within your assets folder, create a folder called plugins. Within this folder, you should place the twitchlib.unity.dll that you downloaded. The reason we can put it in a folder called plugins is because Unity won't try and recompile the files in the folder called plugins, and won't be changing anything within the Twitch lib Unity library placed in DL, and your project may cause some lag in Unity. Just give it some time. Okay, so that sounds it's fairly simple enough. Uh, I'm just going to finish cleaning my glasses real quick before I go ahead and attempt this major first step. Uh, 30 glasses are just the worst. They are just the worst. Hang a second here. And if you're watching us on VOD, feel free to skip to when I actually get to doing this. Alright. Create. Still dirty, but we can save that for a little later. Plugins. Easy. Next step here, open up where I downloaded it to. which is in the folder I titled Twitch Unity, and move the DLL right into here. Alright, now we can go ahead and let it, yep, there's definitely some lag. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to wait. I'll put my mouse right here so that way you can see that it actually is, in fact, doing something and not an excuse for me to keep cleaning my glasses, which definitely need to be cleaned. Alright, so it looks like it finished. I mean, it's not finished. It's still very much loading. I'm not stalling, you're stalling. How about that? I just need a few more seconds. Ah, perfect. Smudged. So much smudges. I think it just needs to dry. Alright, plugins. There we go. First step, done easy. Am I doing this right? To check that things are looking healthy up to this point, create a test script within Unity and call it whatever you want. You'll delete it this later. Try writing at the top using Twitch.unity and lib.unity. If this works, line should not create errors in the IDE. Okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead and create a C# script, and we're gonna go ahead and name this test because just because. And oh, I thought I clicked it. Guess not. All right. No longer needed. We need to do Twitch lib. What did it say it wanted me to do? Lib.unity. But it looks good. All right. See if there's any errors. No errors. We seem to have gotten past this. We seem to doing it right. Alright, setting things up. Before we start creating our scripts, we'll need some information about our bot, our Twitch channel, and our application that we're going to need to register with Twitch. These will be covered in the next section. I actually already went ahead and created a bot, and we'll go ahead and take a look at it in a second. Just gonna get a drink of that water. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull up twitch.tv and make sure hopefully it doesn't spam me with noise. We're good. We're gonna go ahead and log out of this right here. Log in, because I'm assuming we're going to need to log into the bot anyway. And there we go. Now, the big reveal. Oh no. No, 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 no. I don't want to say hi. Leave me alone, Twitch. I just want to go straight to my channel. Alright, so the bot that I went ahead and created was called Z Omnibot. So, if there is a similar bot called ZombieBot, but Z Omnibot seems right, or Zomnibot kind of works too. Yeah, I like that. Uh, fully. So we're just gonna go ahead and look for our channel. Uh, Z Doctor right here, the best channel with the most unique icon, where we're streaming right here, and we're open up the matrix. Let's go ahead and follow ourselves. And there we go. Well, there's a reason though we need to do that, so that's like make it easier for myself. And there we go. I'm definitely not because I'm so lonely. It's definitely not. Anyway, let's go back to the guide. Okay. Don't put off the term bot if you're new to this. A bot is basically a separate Twitch account that allows you to code to control via an application. The reason we make a bot is so that we don't have to use our own account to listen for chat messages and send automated messages to chat/viewers. We need to give our application permission to take control of a Twitch account. And zombie bot. So there's my two bots talking to each other. Both zombie bot is letting him know that he has followed, or she has followed. That's it's a she. Don't assume the genders. And that's my other bot talking. Where was I? Take control of Twitch account so it can make. It's a lot more sensible to use a separate account for this purpose rather than using your own personal account. The first step you should take is to go to create a new Twitch account for your bot on the Twitch website. You just sign on as if it was a real account. Okay, so that's done. At this point, you should have two Twitch accounts: your own personal account, Twitch account that you will stream from, and your newly made bot account. The next step is to register on your account that you want an application, the game we're going to make to run and interact with your channel. Go to the developer portal Twitch here and log into the site using your own personal Twitch account. Then you need to authorize Twitch developer portal to your account. Once logged in, dashboard. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Uh, Sign up with Twitch here. Oh, wrong one. The doctor login. Twitch developer authorize. Alright, so that's done. What's the next step? Uh, Click once logged in, click on dashboard, apps, then register your application. Your dashboard. And you apps authorize again and register your application. This one is, we're gonna name this one right here. So basically right here, we're gonna name this uh Pokey Radar. And that's, I don't know. I'm gonna do it off screen while I'll get this as well. Need to fill in fields, give your actual name. Don't, this isn't too important, your viewers won't see it. Oh, okay. It will just be the name you see when you come to look at this page. So I'm just gonna Pokey Radar. There we go. Let's see where we at. In the OSTRAC field, just add HTTP localhost as you will run the game locally on your computer while you stream. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Alright. In category, game integration. And create. Okay. Once you press submit, the page should show you two pieces of information. Click on manage to your application, just add it. You will need both the client ID and a client secret. Make note of these, but do not share them, especially if the client secret with anybody else. If your secret doesn't show, click the new secret button and it'll show you the code. So, for obvious reasons, I have to be very careful with that. So we'll get to the part for that later. Can use it to make a new account. Click it submit, or when you're done, or just save. If you're wondering what we have done with this, the last step, we basically need to tell Twitch we are making an application that will be asking Twitch for information, and it's now giving us some special passwords to use in your application. Alright, so we'll make note of that in a bit. So we'll just we'll take a look at that one later. What is this? So this is pretty cool because look, you see that little star? Well, if I do the command jump, oop, I did it too late. And my bot is, I wonder how many times it's going to do this. I'm not really sure what the point of the star is, but I definitely got that. That's annoying. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more shot right here. Let's see. Okay, 3, 2, 1, jump. Got it. Bam, easy. I have won five something, and apparently I am burning up. That's great. I'm on fire. Um, let's see here. Alright, you should have already created a Twitch account to use a bot. We are now going to get the password, the oath key, to allow our commission code to effectively take control of the bot. Using this code is sort of the same when you need to click authorize XSX to access my account. When you log into a web page using an existing account, like sign into Streamlabs using your Twitch details. First step is here to log into Twitch on your bot account. You may want to do this in incognito mode so that you don't have to log out of your personal Twitch account. That is smart, actually. I'm gonna have to do it that way. That's a lot more effective than me keep having to log out and log again. Ooh, oh, sounds like somebody has a match with me. Let's see, right here. Hello, and doing good. Bam. Man, that noise is real loud. It's weird because I didn't expect to hear that because I had the site muted. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and open up a incognito browser. And yes, we're only going to be using this to strictly code. Gosh. All right, log in right here to Zomnibot. I'll log in. Perfect. Right here. Let's see here. I'm just gonna put next. It wants me to choose games, but I don't want to. It cannot make me, and I will not let it make me. I will not stand for this. All right, so that's one. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and open up the other account right here. What are you working here? What are you working on? I am currently working on uh a Twitch game overlay. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm learning, but the twist is I don't really know how to create one. I only know just coding for Unity, so I'm learning as I go, and I decided to stream this. And am I a programmer? Yes, I am definitely a programmer, enthusiast, I would say, hobbyist as well. Um, but yeah, I am definitely some kind of program. I would say programmer. I know pretty proficient, I would say, with Unity. Not that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say Java, and I'm getting better at using Unity and C Sharp itself. Um, those are kind of the two main things that I been well, I know anyway. So what I'm doing right now is just like I said, I'm learning how to create a Twitch overlay, and hopefully people will enjoy watching that, enjoy learning with me, and yeah. Just to let you know too, if you're curious just what that thing on the bottom of my screen is right here, this is actually a application called Stream Avatars, I believe. And if you want one, you would have to go to my Twitch, watch this on the Twitch channel, and you would put you right in this since you're in the chat, and you can earn experience, and you could potentially buy other skins. But this is actually what on the bottom of my screen is what I'm actually trying to create this application for, so that way you can potentially unlock Pokemon, because it was inspired by another Twitch streamer that I saw who had something just like that coded, and so I want to try to make something a bit like that, if not better. Where was I as well? Authorize it when you log into your web page using an existing account. First step here is to log into your bot account. You want to do this. Visit twitchtokengenerator.com. It will present you with two options. Click on bot chat token option. You need to authorize your Twitch token generator to use your account, and you'll be presented with a bot access token and a refresh token. Make note of these and keep these private. If you lose them, you can come back to the site and regenerate new ones. And you can close the web page when I'm done. Okay. So, of course, for obvious reasons, I'm going to have to look at these off stream, not off stream, off screen. Let's see here. I'm here to get a bot chat token. Authorize. Prove your humanity at once. Alright, good thing I had this off screen because it's definitely just there. We're gonna go ahead and put this in a different, go ahead and hide this for now. Let's see, where is my overlay? Right here. And what's the other thing I was trying to do? Just gonna make sure, yep, it is off screen. We're good. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Okay, you'll be presented with the access and refresh token. It says I can close it, but we can keep it for here now. You should at this point have 4 keys, passwords that you can want to keep private. When writing your application in the Stream overlay, you will need to provide these keys. If you ever develop your game on stream, it means others will be able to see your private keys, which is not recommended. If you're working alone, you could just write these keys directly into your code. However, yeah, and I was thinking of doing something so that way we don't get those shown off. Discuss creating a secret class, which is essentially a C# script where you store your values with these private keys. This class will be static, which means you can access it without anyone needing to be referenced to an instance of the object. Yeah, so that's basically what I was planning to do already. Is we create this once, we write our keys, and then never need to open it again. Whenever code asks us for one of its keys, we need them just to access the relevant field in our secrets class to write in something like secret client ID. Alright, so yeah, that's basically what I was planning to do. So I'm glad I was ahead of the game. So we're gonna go ahead and delete this test class because we did verify that we had the setup correct. Let's see right here. Let's go ahead and create a new C# script, and we're going to have this as our um, private keys. That's what I'm going to go ahead and name it right here. Open that script up. If it ever decides it wants to open up, that will be a time. Go ahead and reload it. Sure. Private keys, there and done. Let me go ahead and make sure I can see the chats. Perfect. We were all stream is running perfectly. Oh, and that's not what I meant to do. Hello, kitty. And I just a heads up, I do have a cat who loves to paw at me or stay around me or cuddle by my feet, whatever. Alright, so this right here is where I'm going to put my keys at. So, for obvious reasons, I'm going to go ahead and try to put those codes on off screen. So give me a second here. And actually, just to make it a bit easier for myself, we're going to go ahead and do this as well. So that way we don't mess up anything. Here, open this. And we're going to try and think if I want to just do this. Bam. Everything's gone. So, it's okay. We're not, listen to this on my voice. We're not, I'm not dead. So let's just go ahead and copy these values here. Copy. So we're going to have a private string private read-only string, and this is going to be the access token, and we need to also have the other thing as well. Twitch generated this one. Where's my other one at? Right here. Twitch developer. Ah, there it is. It was hiding. So I just need a few moments to go ahead and copy these here. I'm just trying to be very careful with this information because I know for a fact that it is vital that I don't lose these. So there's the client ID. Keep this right here. One down. Uh, and there we go. That's one. Let's go ahead and do this one. Client secret. And we're going to paste this amount of code here. And oh man, it is funny because I am so paranoid I'm just showing it off on stream right now. But I am pretty positive that that is not the case. Alright, so we got this other one, access token, and refresh token. I just need a few more moments here. Give me a few more moments here. Alright, save, public, string, get, client, ID. And so just to make even added more security, not only did I make them private, it's a function that returns these. So let's go ahead and make this client ID right here. And let me just double check to see that I'm not showing this off. Yep, we're good. Client ID here. Return client ID. Bam. All right, now we just gotta have to get client secret. Get access token. Yeah, this is interesting. Right here, I never streamed a black screen before, so this is a new experience for us all. You know what? This could be ASMR. Listen to the sound of my voice. Alright, perfect. We're going to go ahead and close that, put this back, and let's get this back up here. Bam. There we go. Everything is right with the world. Oh wait, no, there's one more thing I gotta do before I did what I was about to do, I think. Um, yep, I almost mistakenly tabbed into it. That would have been fun. That would have been funny. Yep. Clear my clipboard so I don't accidentally paste it. And we are good. Okay, let's get the stream back up here, up and running. No, there we go. Done. So we can go back into Unity. There's our private key. There we go. And I messed up in the end. So now I gotta go ahead and get all new keys because I am an idiot and I forgot that it previews the script. So joy, oh joy is it that I have to do all that work. Uh, let's take it here. Let's see. Meow, you take care. Hey, probably nice to see you again. Yeah, you too. I don't know why it dropped me from the group. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, how sad, man. How sad is this? I was so close. So close, but now I have to create new ones again. All right, let's go to let's open a new token generator, put this over here. We're going to need to also go back to dev.twitch. And okay, de-authenticate the other ones because I'm an idiot. All right, if you have any at once, bam, perfect. New ones dedicated, and go back to our. Man, I'm so disappointed that I first thing I did. I don't know. Definitely a big oops. Come on, let me go to my dashboard. And then this website just doesn't want to work for me anymore. The good thing though, if this website wants to work for me here, the good thing though is that I already created a base class, so it should be very simple. All I need to do is go back into my account, create these beautiful, deauthenticate all these, and then just copy the new values, move it to a safe spot, and then forget about it. So let me go ahead and do that once more. So You're gonna have to go back into the pit of darkness. All right, here. Let's see here. But this time it should be much faster. Manage. So I have to actually go ahead and delete it, which is fun. And we gotta make the local host. Category, game integration, create, manage. All right, let's try this again. As you can see, I'm very paranoid about it. So not, even though it just did it for once, quick little few seconds, I am completely getting rid of the other ones. And there we go. Done. Now, before I turn back on this thing, I'm going to move this into create two folders. One's going to be scripts, and the other one's going to have a storage, and we're gonna be change one more folder. We're gonna name one private, so we can move the private keys into the private folder and move that private folder into storage, and then potentially move that storage into scripts. Nah, we're gonna keep that separate. We good. Gucci. We Gucci? I think we're Gucci. Let's turn back on the stream. And so I said, let there be light. Bam. All right. We did it. It's nowhere to be seen. Completely new keys as well. I closed out the other ones. And so yeah, we can go ahead and go back to the beginning. Where was I at? We can check the count. How do we start stream on this end? Yeah. And it looks like I'm paired with all these other people. That's pretty interesting. Let's see here. I wonder if I'm supposed to keep the sound on. Not sure. All right. Got this part. Storing your private keys. Static class. Yep, that's exactly what I've done. Now even create a function. If you wish to track the following notifications, you will need your Twitch user ID. This is a unique number that identifies you and isn't something you can change. In order to get this number, you need to make an API request to Twitch, providing your username. It's Simpleton works at the time of writing this document to find out your ideas. Place your Twitch name in and see something like this. ID. Make note of the followers number that follows ID property. If you wish, you could add this to your secrets class to make it easily accessible. Why not? Why not? Copy link URL because I've already put you guys in darkness. You guys gotta enjoy that darkness. Give me a second right here as I do things that look at secrets that you guys will never know. Here it is, right here. This is this little ID number. Let's go ahead and open Unity. Go to storage. Private keys. And create one more. Public. Uh, int, I guess. No, not public. What am I doing? Private. Read only. Integer. Um, Twitch ID equals this number. Bam. And then we're going to go ahead and create a get Twitch public int get Twitch ID and return Twitch ID. Save that, close that, go back into Unity, get the heck out of that, and bam, everything looks good. Close this out. Let's turn back on the stream, and let there be light. All right, So, I think the toughest problems have been solved so far. Oh, I see. So lonely in Unity. Yeah, yeah, you're so lonely in Unity. I bet because let me check some two things out. First off, let me get back to my page I'm trying to do. And let's hear you guys. Let's hear. I can't be the only one here. If anybody's talking right here. And let's see here. Secrets need oh wait. I'm trying to do something funny. Secrets need to stay secrets. Ah, man, I can't spell secrets and it's not gonna be any funny now because I already said it. There we go. I put it in chat too. Alright, secrets need to stay secrets. Alright, creating scripts. This is an overview code explanation. We'll come see you later. Now, what I want to do, I really want to just jump into Unity and start creating the game, but I need to read over this because I want to make sure that I don't do a bunch of work and then it's for naught. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. Within TwitchApp, the definitions for two classes, API and client. API will allow you to make requests to Twitch, the server database, to get the information. Okay. Client will allow you to send messages. I might come back to this later. Creating the Twitch class. We're going to create a script now that will use the client objects. Yeah, because if you didn't see it earlier, I was a big. Oh, I just realized the sound is muted on the site. Okay. I guess. I wonder if I'm the only one using a mic. Let's see here. Which, that's okay. Where was I? What did I say before I distracted? Class foundation. You need to give the controller read write. Twitch client. Replace the name of your personal Twitch account with one of your personal Twitch accounts, meaning the channel you're going to be streaming on. You should do all lowercase when inputting your account name. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. Okay. So, this is just communicating. Subscribing to events, as mentioned earlier. You can also read chat. Get through the events, delegates. Okay. Because if I got an idea, which, give me a second, I gotta drink some water. Okay. Uh, but it's possible to look things up in it. The easiest solution, however, is to intelligence with the IDE, give your information. The on, oh yeah. Okay. So this is basically, it looks like just subscribing to the events. So this is great. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I get to do the Unity. I get to do Unity. Wait, I don't think that came out right. I get to create my Unity application. That's what I want. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty. Oh, break time. I guess he's. Guess he's go. Okay, where am I at? So here's my idea. Oh wait, is that Dr. Doofenshmirtz? Also, for people who are not on Watch Me Work, we just see. Here's a quick. There's. Oh well, that's his shirt. Uh. Oh, and there's his part of his face. Yeah, there it is. That's cool. That's very interesting to see as well. Get a hit of nostalgia. I never watched the whole season though, so that's all right. So here's my idea. There's going to be a let's see here. We're gonna create some simple shapes real quick. A sprite. We're gonna need a sprite for sure. We're gonna also need a few things. I'm gonna need my favorite, my most unique sprite that I've ever created. That is quite useful. The white tile. Perfect. Oh, actually, I may not even need the white tile in this case. We'll see. Because what I want is to have a rounded background. So maybe this right here. We're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and center it. We're also going to make the camera much smaller. So maybe one here, because I don't imagine it needs to be terribly big. Oh, what have I done? I've done something. I've done something not good. If I had to guess, right here, I would have guessed that it is the camera no longer looking at the player. Oh, no, I just made that 0 when it should have been 1. Alright, but that's still much too small. So let's go ahead and make it 3, 5, 10 by 20. That's seems about what I wanted, but looks awfully disgusting, doesn't it? So, if that's the case, okay, I have 2 ideas for fixing this. Um, First, one idea. I'm putting the stream down, but I'll be back. Alright, we'll see you later, Meow 98. Let's see, scale, rotation, YZ. If I can just turn this complete 90 degrees. Yes, it looks right to the camera now. So now I can make this camera game a little bit smaller. Basically, want a full screen size screen this. But now it seems to look completely weird. Um, let's see. Let's make it full screen. We'll see how it looks. Oh, oh, that's right. Because even though this screen is long, uh, overcoding. Oh, I see. Okay. Because even though that this camera is looking at it with the long ways, my monitor is still looking at it from the side. So it's not gonna it's not gonna work like that. So all I can do is just make it a bit bigger. 1.5 seems perfect. And let's see here. Viewport by. Yeah, let's make this 0.2 perhaps. No, 0.25. Perfect. Oh, let's see here. So now we have it, because I want it just to, I'm not sure exactly how big I need to make it, but I would like it just to be fill up a one tiny portion of the screen. So yeah, there we go. Camera done. But this still looks quite ugly. Let's see if we can go ahead and fix that. What am I trying to do here? What I can do is we can make this completely black, because I can make something look a little bit nicer by making this a mask, sprite mask. Uh, okay, so sprite mask, we're gonna create another new sprite. Let's see here, light sprite right there. We're gonna use our white tile, beautiful white tile, and make it the same size. Well, first, actually, no, we're gonna make this 16, apply. Let's see here. And we're going to go ahead and reset its transform as well. 0, 0, and 0. How is this going to interact with mask, you ask? It's going to be visible inside the mask. And that's what I'm thinking anyway, or visible outside of it. Alright, that seems kind of what I'm looking for, I think, right? Okay. Let's move it forward just a bit. Okay, so visible outside the mask. So now we're gonna go ahead and make this the same size. Make it 2 by 3 and make this a 0. Not quite what I'm looking for. Okay. In that case, what I'm gonna do is have to do this. Make it. Oh, I am so silly. I put this in the wrong spot. And we're gonna go ahead and make a background. Bam. And we just gotta change this right here to make it visible inside the mask. So there we go. We have some kind of round. We have a bit rounded. What we're also going to do is turn the alpha cutoff to be a bit more forgiving. We want it to look nice and round. Let's see here. 0.3. Too much, too little, too little. Bit more. And I think 2.75 looks pretty good. I could increase it more. Okay, 2.75. I'm going to remember that. Or 0.5. Looks really good as well, I think. So here, okay, so there we go. We have this little thing, as I can call it. I guess that's the best I can call it. So we're gonna go ahead and call this the oops, I'm sorry, kitty. We're gonna have this we're gonna do this is basically gonna be like a Pokédex, where this part right here is gonna show the Pokemon that you could potentially get, and there's gonna be a radar here that's gonna be moving, and there's gonna be a button. I'm not sure where. Maybe a button inside the radar where you click it, it's gonna scan around once, and then it's gonna ping whenever if it found something, just like the submarine subnars or whatever. Then it's gonna go ahead and display the Pokemon and the name on top. That is the idea that's in my head. So we're gonna go ahead and see if I can make that a reality. So this is going to be a Poke radar mask. This is going to be a Poke radar sprite. 2 words, 1 word. Let's make it 1 word. Keep it consistent. And I imagine that the Pokédex is. I can make it red. That is kind of like the Pokemon theme. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna make it a bit darker though. So maybe like about 80. Yeah, and make it a bit paler and move it a bit more over here. Make it more vibrant. 90, 85. That looks decent. Yeah, maybe just tad darker. 90, 80. Perfect. That looks really nice. I like it. We're also, what I want to go ahead and do is I want to create I'm going to go ahead and put this mask inside the sprite. And what I want to go ahead and do is I want to basically copy this, but we're going to do this as a border. So, PokeRadar border. Potentially, this could, I could just make a new, a completely unique sprite itself, but we'll see how this turns out. We're gonna go ahead and move this back just a little bit, maybe one, and let's see here, radar mask should be exactly in the center of it, and we're going to have this one react a bit differently. No, actually, no, we're going to make it the same. We're going to make this a bit slightly bigger, though, so maybe around 2.5. Let's see here. We're going to need to take the board mask, PokeRadar mask out. Let's see here. No, no, I gotta take this out. No, no, I just need to get rid of this almost entirely, I think. Okay, these both have the same here. 2.5. We're gonna go ahead and just get rid of this for a second right here. So what I want is I want this one to, oh, okay, I see, because they're right behind each other. That would cause a little bit of a problem. What I could do instead is then potentially make this visible outside of the mask so it surrounds it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and turn this back on. But we're going to go ahead and get rid of which one? Make this the same size, I think. So there we go. So now we have it surrounded by black. It's kind of what I'm looking for, I think. Let's see here. I'm creating like these very simple graphics, and then these guys on the other streams are creating 3D animations and 3D models. Man, maybe if eventually if I get into modeling, I can go ahead and do something like that too. Okay. So there's that. What am I trying to do now? Let's go ahead, and I don't think I actually need this mask. Yeah, I don't need it. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to make this, instead of being black, I'm going to make it a bit gray. I would like it to actually be a bit more what? Let's look at the masks we got. If anything, what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to create a line of it, aren't I? So if that's the case, I don't see a particularly easy way to get this working the way I want it to. Besides potentially, maybe there is a way. Maybe if I go ahead and just get rid of this real quick, change this to the background. It should be exactly the same size, but if we make it about 2.5 and 3.5 and make it just none, and if we don't see it, so therefore it doesn't exist. Ah, there it is. There's the problem. What's the skill over here? 2, 3. Ah, okay. We're gonna need to change this to 5.6667. We're gonna go ahead and copy component, and we're gonna go ahead and paste this as values. So bam. Still, this is not quite right because it's has to be 2 and times 3 times bigger, I think, right here. Times 2. Oh, that's a problem as well, because I don't need it to be like that. I don't need this right here. Shoot, I got rid of the wrong one. Ah, here you go. Times 2. Times 3. Yeah, there we go. And you can see, I've created a portal, it seems. That's not quite the effect I'm looking for. I'm gonna put this behind, make it about 1 behind. And let's make this a bit more, so maybe like 0.5 or 11, 10.75, and 22, 21. And we're going to go ahead and make this much more darker. And let's see here. Order in layer, sliced. Yeah, it's not changing, doesn't matter. And how does that look? Oh my god, it's looking kind of gross, honestly. It's looking really gross. And this is not nearly big enough. Alright. This will be graphics to be held onto for now then. This will just be a placeholder graphics. And who knows, maybe when I add more to it, it would look even better. Alright. So let's see here. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here because we're trying to um, make a radar. Basically, we're making the whole animations. But let's code some functionality into this, shall we? All right. So if I open up this program real quick, actually no, let's go ahead and I don't need to open up. I can just look up what I'm looking for right here. I need stream avatars. And we're gonna go to the community hub / workshop. And we're gonna make this Pokemon. Look up Pokemon real quick. Alright. So, if we pull this up real quick, this is basically the Pokemon that he has implemented somehow. So Pokemon 151 through 386. So for me, I'm thinking that the first thing I'm going to need to do is create some kind of database so that way I can have a list of Pokemon who that the trainer can potentially interact with. So let's see here. JSON of Pokemon. So I'm going to try to bank off the idea that somebody out there has created a Pokemon API of some sort or JSON. And it looks like somebody may have actually. Let's see here. Submit. Let's see here. So Pokemon. Well, if you when your own things completely These don't work. Uh, outage alert. Offset limited Pokemon is temporarily broken. Oh yeah. Version 1 ended on 1 point there, so it looks like this particular one was a bust, but it could be potential going back to. It's something to go back to later. Let's see here. Pokédex. And looks like somebody did the same thing here. And let's see here. Name, Ivysaur, ID2. Okay, so yeah, this looks like a JSON for all the potential Pokemon. Um, that's nice. I'm not sure if I need all the attacks. Man, that's a lot of work when I think about it. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna need a lot of the. I just pretty much need the names and then their ID maybe. Pokemon list. Abilities, overgrow. Alright, I think the other guy's JSON file is going to be pretty much what I'm looking for, the database which I need. E-name. E-name. Okay. And let's go ahead and save as a Pokedex JSON. And we're just going to go ahead and copy this file over here. Done and done. So first thing we're going to need to do is have a parser. And let's see here. I'm trying to think what we're going to need. I think I can keep it simple. Here's what we're going to do actually. We're going to go ahead and create our first script. And we're going to have this named Poke Radar. Let's go ahead and open this right here. Bam. If it's search. See here. Let's see if I'm missing out on anything here. Let's make sure all of these are live, including my own stream. Yeah, right. Guess I'm not missing much here. There we go. Everything's going good, right? My stream's working? Stream's working, perfect. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and create a public integer or range. Let's see here. Int unsigned integer. And we're gonna name this supported Pokemons. And right now, the default value I think it should be is 386. Because that's how many currently the sprites are there. And then so potentially, well, the reason why I'm having this is that this right here is going to be the limit of, is going to be how many Pokemon are actually, what you can actually grab. So if the other ones all, we'll go through the other JSON file and we'll get all the Pokemons with the ID lower than 386 or whatever supported, and then put that probably into an array, so that way when a person uh, tries to get a Pokemon, they have a chance to catch one of those Pokemon. All right, we're gonna also go ahead and have a public float. A radar cooldown. And this is going to be equal to, I think, 500 seconds. So we're just going to have 500F right here. And that should be potentially it. And we're going to go ahead and also create a public function down here. Public void update entries. And this is going to pass an Pokemon of right now. I gotta think about how I want to do this. How do I want to represent the data? I think what I'm gonna do now is go back to Unity and create another script, kind of an object, and we're gonna go ahead and have this as a Pokemon entry. So I don't think we're gonna actually need to have this right here because it's not gonna be a quite it's not gonna be quite a Unity object. Alright, bam, Pokemon entry. So public Pokemon entry and public Pokemon entry. That's a constructor. I'm assuming this is like Java. Yeah, there we go. Pokemon entry. Uh, so if that's the case, what we need to pass? We need to pass the first off. We're definitely gonna need a name for it, and maybe even a unassigned integer of its Pokemon ID, Pokemon name, and that would probably be about it. And then we can go ahead and have some private values maybe. Pokemon ID equals Pokemon ID. Name equals name. And yes, I know. We'll go ahead and generate. Or we will not generate. We will manually put it down. See, I believe they don't use this. They use base. Base. And we're just gonna go. I'm pretty sure that's what they use anyway, but I could be wrong. In Java, I would say this, but this is kind of what just kind of imagine what they do. And add this. And actually, no, we can make this a public read-only. I'll set it in Pokemon ID, and we're gonna have this name. Make this a string and name. There we go. That's the Pokemon entry. That's all it would really need to be. So there's that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So now we're gonna go ahead and update entries, and this is probably gonna need get past a list of Pokemon entry or Pokemon entries. And this is going to go ahead and change this entries equal to entries right here. or maybe make it even easier. But this entries dot clear, which I'm gonna have to make that an actual variable, or that's how I would do it in Java anyway. Go. Let's clear the actual. Looks like it. Yep. Clear, and this entries equals entries. Easy. And then we can go ahead and create a no. What I want to do is I want to create a, what's the word I'm looking for? A delegate. Okay. Um, public delegate entry update event. No, entry update delegate. So potentially if I want to do this here, entry delegate. Trying to think out. Oh yes. Void. Perfect. And no, actually no. We're gonna go ahead and have a list of entries right there. Perfect. So that way we can go ahead and create a public entry update delegate on entry on entries update. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna name it something cooler. Pokédex update delegate on Pokédex update. Dex update. Bam. And is that? I think that should be about right. So there we go. So that way we can get notified and do whatever. And if on Pokédex update is not equal to null, then we're gonna go ahead and, oh god, I have so much cuts in my hand. But that's neither here nor there. Entries. Bam. Alright, so that sounds pretty good. What we can also do is have a public Pokemon entry get random Pokemon, potentially I think right here. Get random entry. Okay, simple enough request, because all we need to do is get the entries. If entries is not equal to null, and, or how about this? If entries is equal to null, or, press the wrong button key again, or entries dot size count count equals 0, then we're going to return a uh, well, I was gonna return null, but I just thought of something much more entertaining. We're gonna go ahead and create a public poke read only. Oh, oh god, I love it when I just get completely spooked by my own notification because I don't expect it coming. Let me see right here. I hope that popped up. That should have popped up, right? Thank you, K Prozen 4. Yeah, I was. Thank you, thank you so much for the follow. Um, yeah, and I was spooked. That's not the first time, quite honestly. It's just a loud noise. Loud noise just scared me. You know what? Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just give you another one just because you got spooked me. uh, so let's see here. So that wait, so that means if you joined, that means I got you back. So that means if you joined, you should also be getting an avatar. So let's see about that. Cause since I got this right here. Let's see. Where are you at? Here's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna go ahead and just disconnect this real quick, just to make sure that I have everybody in chat active. Yeah, so it should be coming up here. Just restart it real quick, cause why not? Cause I just got this, and so I'm still want to make sure that everybody who's in the chat gets one. Uh, my only fear is that I somehow broke it. So we'll look at this. This says wanted avatar sub. Oh, it does? Okay, give me a second. Let me fix that then. That's not. It should have been anybody who's in the chat or. Oops. Oh, actually no. I just changed it to sub and accent. My bad. My bad. There we go. There we go. But no, that's not quite what I wanted to do. What I was trying to do was that make it so that only subs are actually always on, even if they're not on, and whoever's in the chat gets to have one inside. So that's that's not gonna work. That's okay. We'll just go ahead and have all of them be popping up. Why not? Because that's one thing I noticed, and I can look into it later. You're pointing on problems already. Yep, you're pointing out problems. Unfortunately, not with my code, but that's okay. Yeah, because I was playing around with it earlier, and I noticed that everybody who is oh looks like I'm being rated. Oh wow, when I said that, it just got really dark in my room all of a sudden. A wild toaster has, and there's my bot with the perfect timing. A wild toaster fuel has appeared. Raid. Hello, toaster fuel. How are you doing? Please, don't pillage too much. I just cleaned up. Honestly, what is a raid? This is the first time I'm being raided. So yeah, you're raiding me. Wait, I think that sounded a bit more sexual than I wanted it to. Anyway, moving on. What I wanted to do for this one is make it so that way, instead of passing null, we're going to pass this one. And I wonder if anybody's going to get this. Missing, no. Missing no? Yeah, missing go, I think right there. And we're going to go ahead and make it a new Pokemon entry with this right here. And we're going to go ahead and create a private. Everyone loves a good raid. Basically, when someone is done streaming, they can raid someone else, and their channel goes to them. Yes, yes. K Bronson, he gets it. Well, thank you. And if you're, it sounds like if you're done streaming, I hope you had a good stream as well. I am hoping I can get a lot done in this stream. I'm hoping to go for maybe 3.5 hours, maybe 4 or 5. Why did you kill me? Private Pokemon entry right here. Yeah, so that's why I kind of cool. Like it was cost $15, but I thought it was pretty cool. And so this is actually a good time to explain what I'm actually working on because what I want to try to do is I'm trying to learn how to make a Twitch overlay because I've followed the streamer. I found a streamer and he has the same thing kind of I do. He has the avatars or streamer avatars, and he has a bot in his channel which where you can type in Pokeradar every 500 seconds. It tells you there's a Pokemon, and you have a chance to catch it. And if you catch it, it rewards that player with that avatar of that Pokemon. So I'm trying to create something like that as well. But I wanted to also add a little bit of visual effects as well, something that where you can um, search for Pokemon either by sending it in a chat or by interacting with a with it inside the where the same place where you would change your avatar. So that's what I'm working on. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and kind of copy this right here. We're going to pick the Pokemon ID, a whopping 0, and the name missing no. Hey, you good at spriting? Define good at spriting. Now, do you mean that as my sprites are are nice to look at? Then no. If you mean like if you mean that they're decent passable, well, that's basically from my point of view is that they can get by. Not going to award any awards, and kind of. What I plan to do, and oh, hello, Lababs, able to give feedback. Uh, sounds like a good way to get Nintendo to bring a Banhammer down for the dude using Pokemon. I don't know. He's using sprites. I don't know. He's using this. These sprites are actually from the the same. I'll show him. I'll show him real quick where this he has the sprites from. Right here, not quite this one. Uh, yeah. It's basically it's in the stream avatars. It's in their workshop. So I'm not sure what the actual copyright on it is. Maybe they have an agreement. Maybe it's fair use. 'Cause I have no idea. But if they take it down, then I can always potentially replace the Pokemon with something else. Let's see here. So where am I at right here? Where was I? The missing no. Yeah, that's what's gonna be the the null, empty, missing no. Yeah. So I'm not working on pixel art at the moment, but if I need to, I would definitely make do. Let's see, or is that also of out of your range? What do you mean out of your range? I like feedback as much as the next person as I hate being told I'm bad at things. I'm just kidding now. I try to keep an open mind when I get criticisms for sure. Uh, so definitely let me know your thoughts. If you hate me, let it out, buddy. uh, but no, yeah, no. I think there is a good thing as creative. I'm saying, are you able to give good feedback? Oh, am I? Well, I think I can give good feedback. That timing of that ding, I'm not sure where that ding came from. There's another one. Let me go ahead and. Because as soon as I understood what you meant, that was a great ding. What was that ding? I have no idea. From. I got dinged. I don't know what the timing was on that. It was amazing. Let's see here. I know, right? That sound like a dickish on my side. Yeah, I know, right? I'm just like, oh, and then ding. I don't know where that's from. Honestly, I have no idea. Probably from some other website. Who knows? Actually, let's see. Was it from here? I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, I can try to give feedback. I do. One thing can probably do. Let me think right here. Is that I would like to think that I can kind of see when colors look a little bit weird together. Like I have a harder time. Like I can kind of make something. Let me see here. I don't know. What do you think of this? Yeah. Let me just look at it. I'm gonna be more than happy to look at whatever you made. All right, let's see. Get this thing. Actually, yeah, that looks fairly decent as well. Because you have you have some solid colors with you got some different shadows right here. So looking at your light source, it seems to be consistent. The front looks like the front of his shoulders look like they have some shadow. Well, now that when I think about shadows too hard, this one kind of confuses me. I think a little bit because when we see so when the sun goes, no, no, you're good, you're good. Pants, yeah, fairly decent as well. I like it. The face looks, at first it looked good, but then I thought of like a bean, and now I can't get the image of a bean out of my head now when I look at his face. But yeah, overall, I think it looks fairly decent as well. Potentially, you could add a bit more variation, maybe with the hair, so that way for solid colors, or if that's your art style, if you let me phrase this, if you're trying to make this for a game, uh, make them all consistent. So if you're going to go for this for very few colors, very big sides of solid colors, then make them all like that. That's that's my only thing I would say to watch out for. But otherwise, I personally think it looks pretty good. Let's see here. I was probably mentioning I'm using a palette. Yeah, yeah. Palettes are definitely a really good thing to use because they kind of keep your colors. I want to say consistent, but that's just me. Let's see here. Return Pokemon entry. Why is that not showing up? Oh, I know why. Because I didn't make it static. Public read only. No, static read only. Yeah, there you go. Pokemon entry missing. No. Bam. Ha, being like can like tear out such. Yeah, like honestly, once I said being, I couldn't see it. Not unsee it. Let's see here. Get random entry. Which programming languages do you know? Lib, let's see, Lil Babes. Yeah, Lil Babes. I personally know Java. I originally was where I got into programming. I was gonna say I got into programming, coding mods for Minecraft, but that's not quite the case. I actually got into started coding for Roblox. Now that sounds a bit more cooler than it was, but basically I was just trying to create some scripts with Roblox. I never made anything too great, but that's my first experience with coding. But then when I really got into coding was creating mods for Minecraft. So that's where I learned Java, and then some time ago, a few months back, I decided that I wanted to try to create a Unity game, and watched a lot of Brackeys and found that C Sharp is fairly similar to Java, and that's what everybody says. So I would say that I am, let's see here, decent. I want to say maybe proficient or maybe a little bit below proficient with C Sharp. But that just could be me worrying about, yeah, I think. Hope you're fine with me using links, by the way. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm okay. I didn't even really. Oh, yeah, low spec. Yeah, I use low spec too when I was looking for, looking for palettes. And, as long as they're not, let's see, as long as they lead to basically just don't post links of porn. That's all I was trying to say, but I couldn't figure out a very clean way of saying it. So just don't post pics of porn. that's all I'm. That's all I can ask for. All right, so this one should be very easy. Let me go ahead and just do this because all I would need to do is. Oh, really? Why? Why does she want to come out right now? Oh, my dog wants to go out. I think might have to go let her out in just a second, but that's okay. I don't know if you guys can hear. Okay, never mind. I have to I have to go let my dog out. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. And a little annoyed. She didn't want to go outside, she just wanted to see what I was doing. Not this time. I'm not going back out there. Where was I at? So all I would need to do is basically get a random number from um, between not 0, but the minimum, which should be this, and 386. 386, but that's not quite right, actually. I need to do 0. That's right. Let's see here. Entries dot shoot, what am I trying to do right now? Actually, no, if I'm trying to get something from it. Oh, I don't think this is I'm trying to think right now. That's quite what I'm looking for. Um, return. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm looking for. With a random range from 0 all the way to, instead of 386, I should just do entries.count. And bam. So that should be kind of what I'm looking for, right? Oh, I used the wrong method. That's okay. So let's see right here. But yeah, so my idea is that I would love to have be able to make my own stream overlay where you can catch Pokemon, because honestly I didn't really I never really would have thought that a mud, well, that's what I assume it kind of is, a mud Pokemon game would be kind of interesting. But man, I think it's really interesting just to be able to. Uh, it definitely makes me want to go check back every 500 seconds and then just see what Pokemon I can get, because apparently you can get legendaries. So that's cool. That's what I think anyway. All right, so that should be pretty easy. That should be pretty much it. I don't really need anything for theirs, but I'll keep it there for now, just in case I come up with something later. Alright, so that was the easy part. Now comes the fun part of parsing some data, the Pokédex. So all this, if you guys hear scratching, just ignore it. It's okay. It's all fine. So actually, I'm gonna need to see this because I know that Unity has a built-in JSON reader. So I'm not sure how to use it. Let's go ahead and check it real quick. Unity JSON utility. So let's see. Create an object from its JSON representation, and is that it? Okay, I can do that. How many things have you printed? Okay, so not talking to me. Let's go ahead and check this back. Uh, Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do in this Poke Radar is I wonder if I can pass a JSON file. Woof. Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, now that one looks a lot better than the other one. I'm not saying the other one looked bad or anything. This right here, this does look pretty good. I like it. I like the shadows right here, and then it also has a little bit of some shading right here too. There's a little bit of a pattern, and that definitely does look like a dog, and has a boopable nose. Maybe you can add a little bit more black for the snouts. I'm not sure. I would have to look into it. But yeah, definitely something good. Uh, I'm gonna say too, if you like to create pixel art, maybe you should become like a Twitch streamer too, because people like watching people, because what I have evidence, because what are you guys doing right now? You guys are watching me create something, and that's cool. Uh, JSON file parameter. So I'm not sure if I can do what I'm going to try to do. I want to pass a file as a parameter. So actually, let's see, JSON file parameter. Can I do this? You know, there's only one way to find out. Public file. Not quite what I'm looking for. JSON utility from JSON to JSON. Oh, I know. We can just try to do this. All object Pokédex dex data. Let's see if I could use something like that. Let me go ahead and make sure that I can see the chats. Boopable knows this is best compliment. You are very welcome for that compliment. Let's see right here. Where was I at? I am looking at some code. So this is basically a work in progress or a placeholder. It looks disgusting. I know. Don't judge me. It's just ugh. Every time I look at it, it kind of reminds me of like guys who are like balding and like really dirty, and then like they also like have like they have the hair on the sides, but they just have a big bald spot. That's what it reminds me of, like a dirty old bald man. Uh, is this boopable? Let's see. Huh, your pixel art got a lot better all of a sudden, man. I can't even tell that this is pixel art. Wow. And that's a very boopable nose. Wow, that's a very boopable nose. Wow, you've really progressed. This is amazing. This is the best pixel art I've ever seen. Oh, that's a cute little dog. Yeah, I have a little dog too. I have a little Pomeranian. She's she's very cute. Dogs in general are pretty nice. They're loyal. That's what I think about them. Let's see here. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna put the a lit. I have a little dog. Yours is a very big dog. So let's see here. And this little pupper is 135 pounds. Wow. I don't think that's a very little pupper. That sounds like a very big pupper. That sounds like a very big boy. All right, so Pokédex data, and we're gonna go ahead and start. Yeah, still. Is it really still growing? Are you kidding me? 155? Oh boy. I'm trying to think. I'm just imagining right now her wanting to go into your lap. Well, she just puts your head, that's okay. But then if she tries to jump on you like my dog does, where she like tries to completely go on top of you, that may be a bit more uncomfortable if your dog's like that. Let's see here. JSON utility. Mine also was a bit kind of. I'm not sure, totally sure about her background. But from how I understand it, like she was probably not treated very well by your other ones. Yeah, isn't that somewhat funny when dogs think that they're lap dogs? It's great. Create an object for its representation. That's not quite what I'm looking for. From to JSON object. There you go. Let's see here. Or let me see here. What am I trying to do? Update entries. Feels bad. Mine was used for breeding. Oh, okay. So, she was just only used. She was only used to be used. Okay, I get it. Well, that sounds very sad. Not sure. I'm trying to give me a second. I'm starting to sound empathetic right now. I'm just when I get distracted and try to think of too many things. But yeah, no, that sounds pretty messed up, honestly. Like, I'm not sure why people like to abuse animals. Maybe because it's a way for them to feel like they have power themselves when they don't. I don't know. So where were we at here? Just gotta try to keep positive thoughts in your head. That's what I try to do anyway. So where I need to have a way to parse data. So let's go ahead and create a public void. Mm, we'll just have void for now. Public domain parse JSON Pokédex JSON, and we can have an object JSON file, something like this. I'll fix this later in a bit. So let's actually move this over here. Maybe JSON file, Pokédex data. All right, we'll see. On a start, we're gonna go ahead and parse Pokédex JSON, Pokédex data. We're gonna name this JSON file because why not? And we're gonna go ahead and if JSON file equals null, gotta make sure to add the nulls checks because if you forget them, then sometimes it's very hard to find them. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and let's see here, Pokédex. And let's go ahead and rename this Pokédex file data, and we're gonna go ahead and have this as a Pokédex data equals. Let's go ahead and generate field. Okay, so oh shoot, is this gonna work? Is it gonna be able to handle a file? Yeah, we can choose the format as readable if false. Well, we'll see. You know, I'll go ahead and run it once and then see how it does. See if it works. Let's go back to Unity. There it is right here. And we're gonna see if it gives me any errors. Nope, doesn't give me any errors. That sounds good. That's good at least. Um, so now we have this right here. Parse Pokédex data. So then we have this Pokédex data right here. And then actually what we need to do is pass this over to, no, I'm trying to think here. What I'm going to go ahead and do is actually I just want to go ahead and print the Pokédex data. There we go. And I don't see what I'm expecting. Oh, that's a problem. We'll go ahead and let's go ahead and actually do his thing too as well. We're going to make this do two things. One, it's going to do this, and another one, it's going to debug. Let's see here. Log Pokédex are tried to parse null object. There you go. God damn, I can't get the bean. I'm telling you, man. As soon as I saw it, you know, as soon as I saw the bean, I can't unsee it. It it looks like a bean, which you know, it could be bad, or you can make all your avatars or whatever it's being used for, whatever you call it, have bean shaped heads. It's for a school project. You know, if I saw it, you know, it may or may not. I may not be the only person who would see it. So you know, maybe I did you a favor. All right. So now that that's fixed, it's no longer null. Let's go ahead and run it once more. To JSON does not support engine types. Wait, was this for a history fair contest? Well, when's it due? History fair contest. Interesting. Wait, so that is that supposed to be a historic figure then? Let's see here. 2JSON does not support engine types. Well, great. C sharp file type. You're like, no! Why, SpongeBob? Why? I need a 5 to 7 minute animation by January. Maybe you can embrace the bean and make it sprout, perhaps like sprouts a flower. I'm not sure. Maybe you can. You're the one who made it, so I assume you have some plan for it. Let's see here. Oh boy, come on. C sharp file. What's the variable? Is that what I'm looking for? A variable. System.io. That's probably what I'm looking for. Ah, gosh. Let's see here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm having troubles here. Let me go ahead and just look this up real quick. How to parse a JSON file in Unity. Let's see. So 5 to 7 minute animation. So let me ask you, how many minutes do you have so far? In this live training session, we will learn how to extend our basic quiz game created in session 1 to include loading game data from an external JSON file, editor scripting to create a window for editing game, and very basic saving of player process. None? All right. That's a fair amount of work done. You're almost there. You don't work too hard. You gotta make sure you know. No, that I totally understand. No, not making fun of you. Let's see here. Let's just look at all of the code. Sometimes it gets hard to start. Round, get current round, submit new score, get highest score, load game data, string to file path combined. Application streaming asset path, game data file name. Post assets, streaming assets in the editor, and streaming assets in the folder in the button. Depending on the amount of in real life footage I get, it might be shorter. So what kind of footage are you looking for here then? String to file path, file exists file path. Hmm. Application streaming asset path, game data file name. Game data file name. What's right here? Data.json. Okay. Well, just pictures of documents and stuff. So what timeline are you doing your project on? I wonder, or what is it? And also, okay, I see. I just need to do this. I could create. Oh, I'm trying to open Unity. No, I'm not. I'm trying to open my script. All right, we're gonna make this Pokédex. We're gonna make this a string Pokédex file name, and I'm gonna set this to default equal to Pokédex.json, but offer them to change it or let me change it, and parse Pokédex.json. How well this picture docs stuff? How the changing of Illinois Capitol buildings from Kasak. Wait, what? I don't. Kasa Kaskaskia. Is that a real word? I just don't know how to pronounce it. Apparently, Kaskaskia. Is that how you pronounce it? Kaskaskia. I'm gonna feel really stupid if that's not how it's pronounced. That's what it looks like. Cascas to Springfield was a triumph. You know what? Honestly, just by the name alone, I think it was well worth the effort because I have no clue how to pronounce whatever. I have an idea, but I'm not sure at all if I'm saying it correctly. So let's see here. Where am I at? I am right here, trying to do this. String.json file name, perhaps? Yeah. JSON file name equals null, or JSON file name equals. There we go. And then what I need to do, so let me go ahead and look at what thing we had right here. Game controller, game data project file path. Game controller, is this one? No, that's not what I'm looking for. This one right here, data controller. Game data file.name right there. And we're going to go ahead and check this out right quick right here. File path, combine. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and copy that real quick and pass this over to here. And we're going to go ahead and do a few things. We have to first take this, put this over here, and I believe we also need to get the path system.io and get this involved as well. And we need a U. So bam, file path, easy. And then in the same data controller, we need to, can I make this bigger? No, I cannot. Well, I can maximize it, I guess. There we go. Let's see here. File path, perfect if file exists. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and copy all of that. Okay. I don't know, you know, I feel too guilty if I just copy and paste. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy and paste, and then one more part to it. Okay, then I'm just gonna. I was thinking about retyping it, but I'm just like, nah. I guess I'll just clean it up. Game data. Not quite what I'm looking for though. Data. Right here. Oops. Hmm. I mean, I don't understand that part, so I have to gonna have to figure out how they did that. So let's see here. Player progress, not quite what I'm looking for. Game controller, game data editor. Fine, we'll look at this. We'll look at the video. I don't have time.
So now that we have our game data object that we want to load from JSON, we are going to add a function to our data controller to load game data. So let's put this down at the bottom. Let's add some white space at the bottom so we can not be stuck up against the bottom. And so we're going to declare a private function that returns void, which will be called load game data. And the first thing that we want to do in load game data is create a path where we're going to look for our data to load. And to do that, we're going to add a private string variable called game data file name, and that's going to be equal to data.json or JSON. So we've got our namespace, which I need to add at the top of my class, right?
Okay.
From application.string and combining it with our file name to create a file path into a string as JSON. So back into an object that we can use in our game. So we are going to declare a game data type variable called.
Oh, okay. So file exists, string data as JSON, file read all text. Okay. well, let me go ahead and just do that first. Data as JSON file, read all text, and let's before we do this, I want to go ahead and print the data as JSON right here, and see what it prints out. I want to see how this looks. Comment that out. Back to Unity, and let it update. And wait a minute, did I? Yeah, okay. Why is that? Because we're here, we got assets, Pokédex.json. That's what it should be, right? Pokédex.json. Hmm. Sus. It's very sus that it didn't work. Interesting. Path that combine extra stream asset path.
Called loaded data, and we're going to set that to equal at file path, create the file path at which we're going to loading the application.streaming assets path, because that path may vary depending on the platform, and we're taking that and combining.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I see what you did. You tricked me. No, that's not it. Contains the path to the streaming assets folder. Oh. I think I need to create actual new folder. Okay. Oh boy, I think I hear my dog outside, and that's no good. Streaming assets.
It with our file name.
Streaming assets. Let's go ahead and just pull this next meeting. Yep, streaming assets. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so just gotta create a new folder. That's good to know. Folder, streaming assets. Put this into here. And let's try this again. And that worked. Man, I am so good at coding. Alright. Easy enough though. So now I have a bunch of text. Not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with it. I assume that that's some kind of reader. So let's go ahead and just continue.
Assets path, because that, so we're going to say if file as JSON. So we're going to declare a string called data as JSON to declare, pass in the type of a data turn from to convert from loaded data
when it comes to this.
to use in the game. So now we're going to say all round data equals loaded data dot all round data, right? So you remember data controller had an all round data variable, and our game data class also had an all round data variable. So now we're just setting our local variable to equal the data from the data that we loaded from the file. Now, it's possible somehow that there is no data there, in which case our game is in a fairly bad situation, and so we want to throw an error. So we're going to say else, meaning this is if now to private, because now we're going to be loading the data from the JSON file, and now we are ready to load our game data, so we are going to call that from start. So in start, we're going to load the game data, we're going to load in blank time and score, right? So the game is seriously broken.
Seriously broken, yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, so we get print data as JSON. So we know that we have the text. So let's go ahead and put this in. It's going to comment it out. And we're going to go ahead and do what exactly? Pokédex JSON equals Pokédex JSON equals JSON utility from JSON. So what kind of object is it going to create? I feel like it's going to create like a list, right? Is that what it's going to do? Well, we'll see. Data as JSON. And What are you saying? What's with this? Okay, I see. That's great because I have no idea what it wants from me then. All right, well, guess gotta go back to the video.
And now if we drop our data back into streaming assets, where it can find.
So what? How about that? You watch anime? Okay. I am currently programming on my computer. I've create Minecraft mods as well. I don't have a life. Of course I love anime, man. No, but yeah, I watch anime. I like anime. Uh, one that I've caught up to, the things I've watched is like One Piece. If I watch Naruto, like the the not the whole, not Boruto, but and like I've watched Naruto before, but I never really stayed up to date with that. Bleach, those are the older ones, but uh, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a few names, but that come up. Detective Conan is one of the ones I watch a lot, but yeah, that's I watch anime.
Find it at that path,
Not much
apply our
lately.
scene,
Just
more
making
error,
sure.
and we can see that now we're loading that we're going to want to do. Objects are not. So update this data. We could just.
Yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't have the quite what I'm looking for. 28 minutes ain't nobody got time for that. And oh, this is muted.
JSON to save and load data. JSON actually stands for JavaScript object notation. It's used in a lot of web programming. It's kind of replacing XML in the web programming side. More professional experience. Once you fill that in properly with your company name, even if it's just your personal name, it's better than saying default company. Also, anybody who doesn't change the
Sorry, I'm getting really frustrated right now. Give me a second. Need a second to breathe. Let me drink some of my water. Ooh, yeah, binge watching is pretty good. I think I've seen Seven Deadly Sins. I'm not sure. Let me see. Seven Deadly Sins anime. Have I seen it? What's the image? Yeah, I've seen at least one season. I don't remember how much I watched, but I definitely did watch it. I definitely remember enjoying that. Let's see here. Oh boy. There's this there's sometimes this feels like there's so much serializing JSON in utility. How do I serialize and read JSON in your game? That's probably what I need. Wait, how
Hey,
many?
what's up? Jason here from
4 minutes and 10 seconds.
Unity3D.college.
Oh, thank you.
Alexander asked in a question on one of the previous videos about loading JSON data in Unity. So I want to go over a quick sample of how you can do it for free, and then I'll talk about a paid method that I generally prefer for my own projects. So here I have just some basic JSON data. It's just an array of questions that have a text and an answer, and then a name for the collection. I'm going to jump over to Unity real quick and show you what this looks like. Here I've got a question loader with a path to this file and a text object right there. If I restart, you'll see the questions get loaded from this JSON file when I right click and go to load questions, and then it just populates into the text. So let me show you how this is done. I jump into the question loader, and here I have an object called a question collection. And this question collection has an array of questions on it and a name, and then this is just an override of the toString method just so we can show it in the display there on that text. So really what we have here is questions as an array and a collection name as a public string. We also have the serializable attribute. Without this, the built-in JSON serializer will not serialize your class. So make sure that you have this on any class that you want to serialize. That includes other classes that are children or subnodes of your JSON data. So here we have the question. It also has the serialized attribute with a public string for text and answer. Now, if we look at the question loader script, in load questions, you can see we use a stream reader to read in the file. So question path is that path to the JSON file. In fact, if you look here at the overloads, you'll see that the second one is a string path to the file. Then we call stream.readToEnd, and we put that data into a string. This is going to be our raw JSON data. From there, we use the JSON utility.fromJSON method and pass in the type, or use the generic type right here of question collection, and we pass in our JSON data. And what this is going to do is deserialize that data into our question collection object right here, which again is defined right there. And then all I do is update the text. Now to write the JSON data out, I made a quick sample method that'll just generate some sample data here. And in generate sample questions, I just create an array of 2 questions, give them some default data, and then I create a question collection and pass in questions, this one right here, as the questions field, and then I give it a collection name of samples. Then to write it out, we use the stream writer instead of the stream reader, pass in the path, and then we use JSON utility.toJSON and pass in the object. What this will do is serialize it out to JSON data, give us a string back, and then we write it. So this works pretty well, but there are some limitations to the built-in system. The primary one is that you can't use generic collections. So if I wanted to do something like a private list of question, which is generally one of the things I would really like to do, and have this like questions list, I couldn't serialize this with the built-in serializer. It just doesn't support it right now. My preferred method for this is to use the JSON.NET asset pack, but I think it's around $20, $25 right now. So it's not a free option, but if you can afford it and you really want to use generics.
No, I don't want to pay $25. All right, so he has it broken down: the question, text, answer, collections name. Okay, I think I see how that's going to be used. Let's see here. I think I have an idea. So I think I need to also click to see. Oh, Alt Tab to Unity. Back to a project. And there you go. So base, CNAME, all this. So this just has an empty. Give me a second here. All right. Clicking side by side with the code. What I can do is potentially clean up this JSON so that way. Actually, and then we compare it. We look at it side by side with his code right here. So he has questions is in an array. Okay, then I think this could work. It just needs to have a few changes to it. So first off, we're gonna go ahead and I would show. Let me see here. Let me see. Do I want to do this real quick? Section respile default directory. Give me a second. I guess gotta look through one of the settings real quickly here. What I'm trying to do is, screw it. It's okay. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna put this over here, and I'm gonna put the other one over here. So I think this part right here, we're gonna have a no, just I don't need it. We're gonna go ahead and make this a Pokédex. And we're gonna make this an array. We're gonna go all the way down to over here and make this the end of the array. There we go. And then now we just need to add one more thing here where it's going to clean up some of this because we don't need the base attack, base defense. Well, we probably don't want that anyway. You know what? Actually, we'll keep that. We're going to go ahead and do this as well, but we're going to go ahead and find things like this. A regular expression, so we have CNAME dot star all the way to the new line. So find next or slash n or find next. So there we go. So we're gonna have all these, and we're gonna go ahead and oh shoot, we gotta replace it with nothing because we're gonna have to replace all. Let's see here. Not quite what I wanted because I also forgot to get rid of some of these tabs. So there you go. New line, all this. Find next. Replace all. Alright, one successfully got rid of. JName, we don't need this JName, so we're gonna go ahead and just get rid of it. Test to see if it works. Find next. Replace all. Alright, skills. We do not actually need skills. I am quite skills. I don't know what I'm trying to think. That's not funny at all. I am very ashamed. We're gonna get rid of all the way down to where we get to the other end of this. Find next. Oh, and we gotta make this a backslash, backslash, find next. Okay, but can you find one of the bigger ones? That's what I want. So let's try this. Dot star. That's kind of what I'm looking for, but not quite. Oh, matches new line. Let's do this. Find next. There we go. And we can't forget this. Oh shoot. Oops. Nope. Don't do that. Then we need to do the backslash n, and then we need to just copy that much here. Find next. There we go. So replace all. Uh-oh. No way. No way that there is only one Pokemon on there. No way. Oh my god, don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm an idiot, please. Okay, good. Yeah, there's more than one. Oh, he lied to me. Let's go back here. The problem was that I had too many of this right here. Skills, we gotta get all the way down to here. Find next. What does it actually have attached to it? Oh, it has all this attached to it. Okay, that's why. So, if that's the case, we need to get all the way down to where we can go ahead and maybe copy this to here. This here, this here. Right next. Have copying everything, still copying everything. So, oh, I got an idea. Instead of this, we're gonna do dot star all the way to type, and then we're gonna go ahead and put this here, space, as dot star all the way to here. Got to add backslashes, backslashes, find next. Oh, wait a minute, that's a problem because it's still gonna be matched up to the, or is it? So level up TM. Nope. It's not quite there either. Okay, let's see here. Um, hmm. This is not a particularly good or effective. Oh, let's see here. Sorry, I got distracted. Let me take a look what we have right here. Does this kind of look like Abraham Lincoln? All right. Let's see here. Why did you post this? Why did you post porn? No, I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Yes, it does. If Abraham Lincoln had a bean-shaped head. But no, yeah, it does. I'm trying to think of here. How does... Let's pull up a picture of Abraham Lincoln. Let me see. Well, okay. Let me phrase that. So, since you told me that you're going for Abraham Lincoln, I can see the resemblance, and I think that made me a bit biased towards my answer. But if you told me if I could guess who that was supposed to be, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Um, so yeah, that's what I think. I think it was, since you told me that was supposed to be Abraham Lincoln, then yeah, that I could see it. Potentially, maybe one thing that would be the problem is that he looks really young. So if unless you're going for a young Abraham Lincoln, then maybe. Um, I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure exactly what color his top hat is, but you you may want to, yeah, because I'm pretty sure his top hat was just black. So if you get rid of that red line and make a taller top hat, and I don't know if I can see the whole thing in here or not. But if you make a taller black hat, that might make it a bit more easier to tell that it's him. It's Abraham Lincoln beforehand. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you mentioned before it's Abraham Lincoln beforehand, then yeah. I would say if you want, maybe try making a tall black hat without any red, and that would be that would be what I that might be closer to what you're looking for, I think. Let's see here. So now we get to do the go back right into the world of rejects, regular expressions. Let's try this again. So that's not quite. So then what we can do is, I'm trying to think right here. Can I do that? No, that's not gonna work. Egg. No, that's not what I'm trying. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of values here. So how about if I try this? If I did this, copied. All right, might be back later. And then I have to go. Might be back later. We'll see you. Well, thank you for dropping by. I hope you have a good day, and I hope that you able to progress on your project. And yeah, see you later. Let's see here. So this is kind of what I'm looking for. Level up all the way down to type. Right? Ah, man, there's way too many Pokemon for me to do this manually. So, if that's the case, let me go ahead and just look to see what I have so far. From JSON has data. Oh, I have to do this type. Let's see here. Let's look at this Pokemon entry. So I'm probably gonna have to pass a Pokemon entry right here. That's a syntax I'm definitely gonna have to use for sure. For sure. I just need to make this serializable, which I have to be using. Yeah, we don't even need to put using. I'm just gonna do a system serializable. Okay, so create them dynamically, or maybe not so dynamically. So this is the JSON file.
One of the previous videos about the text
And what is
into the
this
question loader.
questions
And here
look like? Question
I
pad.
have an object. This is just an override of the toString method.
Questions. So this is what questions are here. It's an array, which is kind of what we have here. Collections, the name, to string. Question collection. So this is that here. And we have questions, and the questions have another object inside them which has a text and answer, and inside his thing he has a field named text and answer. Okay, I think I might be able to do this if I... How do I want to go about this? Serializable.
A question on. I'm going to jump over to the object right there. It's into the text. And this question collection has an array.
All right, so we're gonna do that first part. We're gonna create a public question collection Pokemon entry, and so we're gonna do two things: Pokemon entry and Pokemon entries. So let me actually go back to Unity and let it compile, do whatever it wants. Scripts. Let's see, let's close that off real quick. Not even go to scripts, go to assets, and we're gonna go ahead and create another C# script, and we're gonna name this one Pokédex entries. Pokédex entries. There we go. And we're gonna also need to make this serializable right here. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Just gotta help somebody. There you go. And let me just check on this real quick. Alright, everything's looking good. Oh, I should have I haven't looked at the thing in a while. We have here's what I'm gonna do. Since he left us, he's gonna be put into to a timeout right there. Perfect. Great. I love it. That's what he gets for killing me earlier today. He gets to go up there. Now, for where I was at, there should probably not need mono behavior for this. And we're gonna have to have a public Pokédex entry array. Pokédex. Let me look at my JSON file real quick. Pokédex. And we're gonna Pokédex. There we go. Okay. And inside the Pokédex, we're going to have a... Let's see here. We're gonna have a... It's under here. It's called the ename. So we're gonna go ahead and have this ename, and we're gonna go ahead and have the ID, which is ID. Bam. So that's how they did it. So we're gonna make this ID, and we're gonna go ahead and make this ename, and do the same thing here. So that should be enough for us to work correctly. Assuming that I've added my things correctly. So we're gonna go ahead and have a quick JSON validator check this out. So let's go ahead and look this up. JSON validator. So whatever this oof. Okay. Error on line 2. Pokédex base expected end of file. Got that. Interesting. So if that's the case, give me a second right here while I go ahead and I see, because it uses a bracket instead of a curly bracket, and that's probably be an issue. That's probably not the issue now I think about it, but oops, that's not the same one. Oh, that is the issue. Perfect. Okay, good. So we went ahead and fixed it. And now if we go ahead and go back to Unity and we go ahead and save, because I haven't saved in a while. Control save. And we go ahead and run it. We don't get any errors, which is good. But that could mean that we didn't get any errors because we didn't do anything, which is not so good. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely not good because I didn't do this right. I'm pretty positive I didn't do this right. Because first off, we need to make this Pokemon entries, or Pokedex entries. Pokedex entries, and make this a Pokedex entries. These entries right there, and print Pokedex entries. We'll see if it actually prints out anything. So there's that. Print object. Great. Perfect. Questions, collections name. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through that JSON file and sort it out a bit, which is okay because Baldi can do that later. Okay, so there's that. Let's try making it print something else instead. Let's have it print out entries.count. Pokédex. Oh yeah, that's right. Because there should be a. Because I would have to change it to string. Pokédex entry. Well, that's okay, but I'm afraid of what I'm about to see. Length. I'm afraid that it's going to be 0. No, 721. 721. Oh yeah, that's all there's a lot of Pokemon. Cool. Okay. That's it. Apparently I did it. Great job. Okay, then how about this? Now we have to do one more thing. Pokédex entries. Let's see here. Update entries past the Pokédex entries, which we need to go ahead and change this from Pokemon entries, and then we also got to change this to Pokemon entries, and that's be it. Just that entries. Entries. And, oh. Not even a list. We just gotta do entries. Shoot. Give me a second. Bam. Bam. Oh, we need a list. Okay, there we go. Let's see here. Entries. Don't need this anymore. Entries. Keep seeing entries. Okay, get random entries, because we're just gonna go do this length. Oh, Pokedex dot length equals 0. And there we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and copy this. Oh, actually, yeah, we actually need to make this the number supported Pokemon. Is that correct? Right. Oh, entries dot Pokedex. And let's see here. Cannot code float to int. We're just gonna make this an int. And bam, that did it. Okay, looking good. So now we're gonna go ahead and have a print public. No, we're gonna make a test public void test random test pick, and then we're gonna get random entry, and we're gonna go ahead and print the name. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Wait for the update. Wait, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. This. Debug. What am I trying to do?
Loading
I
JSON
want to see
data
do what he did.
if we look at the
That's
data
what it
into a
is.
string, generic type again is a quick this one JSON data and you and have this it's around properties, not just your field string. This look string classes so loader, and then it just populates loaded from this JSON file when I right click and go to load questions.
Right click and he goes to load questions. Right click. How did you do that?
And then it just populates how this is done. Has an array of questions on it and name.
Question collections. Poke radar script, which is no. He's doing.
And then this is just an override of the toString method, just as an array. And without the nodes, the second one is.
Oh, context menu load questions. Okay, cool. That's all you got to do. Context menu, easy. Context menu. Load questions. No. Why am I doing load questions? Pick random. Yeah, we can make it private. Private. And we don't need to make this debug mode. We can just use normal and do this. Alright. Off to a good start. Oh, wait. No, I have to run it first. And pick random. Alright. Pick random. Okay. Let's see here. Entries. debug dot log loaded updated entries, and then we're going to add entries dot pokédex dot length. So 721, which is, cool and all. Let's see here. But um, let's try this out. Let's go ahead and go to our entries. Public int ID, public string ename, and get rid of this. And let's try doing that now. There we go. Look at that. It's almost so too easy in a way, and it bothers me because I had such a hard time. All right, let's try this again. Pick random. Dusclops. Pick random. Lombre. Cheeseburger. There you go. That's remembered. Let's go ahead and check to see. Is he still in timeout? No, he's not in timeout anymore. Is he? Good. Let's go take him out of timeout. You, on the other hand, you are in timeout. Actually, no. I'm going to do this. I am benevolent. I'll let him out of timeout. And we'll just fling him off the screen a little bit. Alright. I'm getting distracted, so that's cool. I think I killed myself. That's okay. Huh. I wonder if I broke it. I'm sure they'll come back down eventually. We'll see. Well, that's successful right there. We have successfully done that. We've successfully had a random picker. It picks randomly. We have a JSON file which it can read, which is great. Oh, and there they are. They're back. Let's see here. Only 2 hours and 46 minutes. Oh boy. Okay. So what else do we need to do now? We need to create something. So we have a random picker. That's one. We need to have a way to correspond them with the actual Pokemon, right? No, I think the ID should make it easier. Hmm. No, I think the next step would be to actually have it so that way it would have the files connect. I think right now that we have to wait for it to pick Pokemon. That's all we need, and maybe display what the name of the Pokemon that was picked is. Let's go just delete that for now. We're gonna go ahead and add in some text, but we're gonna make this a bit different. We're gonna make this as a world space. This is gonna be the No, not world space, screen space. No, not screen space. Well, yeah, actually, that works. That works perfect. We're going to bring the game back down here. And we're going to get the text. We're going to take this out of debug mode. And we're going to go ahead and stretch it out. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Bam. We're going to go ahead and make it centered. There we go. And then we also need to bring this up to like 1,000 or 10,000. Ooh, 10,000 is too much. 2,000. Trying to make those more smoother. Look more smoother. If I do this to 1, this is going to make it, should have destroyed it. 100. And we'll just change this for 1 for now. 100 for now. Default. Let's see here. We're going to actually change this to black. And we're going to make this say name. And we're going to move it down a little bit. So from the top, we're going to make it go to here. It also needs to be front of these things. Well, why is this? Oh, okay. I drew by canvas. Let's see right here. Oh boy, my voice is getting tired. Let's see here. Plane distance. Yeah, there you go. They need to be up here, so maybe like 1 would be about what I'm looking for, I think. So let's go ahead and go back to the 2D aspect and oh. Let's see what's here. What's the distance here? We're gonna make this a bit closer. 10. Perfect. So now if we go back to the 2D aspect, get closer and it won't look weird. I can increase this and make it however I want. Yeah, that's too much. Constant pixel perfect. Alright. Okay, I'm going to finish one last thing, and I think that's where I'm going to call the end of the stream once I finished hooking up these 2 UI elements here. ID. Just got to make the top move a bit more, down more. And we're set to 0. And this will be missing. No. Actually, I'm going to move this down just a little bit more to maybe something like 55? Yeah, 55 looks good. 55 never looked better. Ha ha ha, I'm so funny. 0. Stay 0. Oh boy, whatever. Okay, 70 would probably be good. Alright, so we can save this. PokeRadar. Let's see here. We're gonna go back to here. Oops, delete this. Delete this. Go ahead and do this. Unity, using Unity Engine UI. So that way I can have a public text name box. Same thing for here. We're gonna have a ID box. So that way when we can have a we can do this. Have a public void update info with an integer of the ID, and then if box name box is not equal to null, then name box.text is going to be equal to PokeData.entries. Let's see here. Entries. Entries dot Pokédex ID. Dot name and ID box is not equal to null, and ID is less than entries dot Pokédex dot length. Then it's gonna do this here. ID box, and we're just going to pass the ID. Bam. There is a shorthand way of doing it, or yeah, I'm going to go like that. Alright, so now we go ahead and pick random. It's going to pick a random one, but doesn't actually have one. Pick random, then update info based on get random entry dot ID. Or I can say picked equals get random entry, and we can do this. this. Bam. There we go. Oh, well, I forgot to do this. Name box, ID box. So there we go. So pick random. Neo Queen ID 30. Pick random. 261 Mayaneta. Pick random. Clefairy. Scyther. Dunsparce. There you go. Okay. Sableye. Cool. So there you go. That works. What I would eventually want to do next is actually have a sprite for each of the all the sprites saved. So I'm gonna have to do that later because that'd be pretty cool. But I think that is where I'm gonna call it. We had 3 hours of work. I have the first part done, almost done, and yeah, I definitely want to work on it later. I'm just getting tired. So thank you all my new subscribers. Uh, Not really kind of sure. I'm getting so dazed now. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is to start getting the stream closed. So let's go ahead and rock out the end with some tunes. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time. Bye bye.